Hi, welcome back, friend. After we have created various compositions for our project, now it's time to putting all the compositions together and exporting the final project. So just create a new composition and add all the compositions to the project control manager, and here just drop each composition one by one in the sequence you want to place. So here I've added the first composition. It is the history of money, the trim path animation, and a few other text animations. So after the story has been played for the first composition, go to the point where it has to end and just place another composition right over that. So here it stops roughly at this point between 20 and 24 seconds or 20 seconds. So here just place a second composition and put it right above the first composition in the layer panel. You have to just put the second layer over first. So because in Adobe ecosystems, the top layer gets preference to appear on the screen rather than the bottom layer. So we will be placing the later compositions over the previous layers. So just add a background to this layer. Just create a new solid because in our second composition we didn't have any background. So it takes a transparency background here. Just hold the square bracket, open square braces to start the composition at a given time. So here just readjust the layers based on the time because they must sync with each other. There must not be a visible gap between two compositions. So here it is. We have added these two compositions and now it's time to add the third one. So right here, after the last coin drops to the ground, we need to add our third composition. So just go to the project window and here we got the third composition. Place it over the second composition and just hold the open square bracket to start at a given time. So here it gets very nicely integrated. So here this is our block text animation and we have placed it properly over the screen, and now it's time to just find where it ends. So if you want to get an emphasis over a certain section of your presentation, you can hold the frames for a certain amount of time. Other than just you can also add fade in or fade out with high opacity change, or you can reposition anything. So here we have placed our four text animations, four compositions, one over another, and now it's time for the fourth composition to end. So just play them accordingly where you want. So here are the cards, the plastic money, and it ends here. So just the last last composition, the fifth composition, that is a blockchain or cryptocurrency, and place it over the fourth layer, and you do the same thing, the square bracket to start them at a given time without moving, or you can manually move the layers with your mouse. So here we have adjusted it. You can also zoom in to the timeline if it has some frame values. You want to fine tune your animation based on the frames. So here I want to add some position transformation to the last composition. So here just go to the position, keyframe it, and I want to just drop the last in the way the curtain gets there on the screen. So here it adds the drop in transition. So just add in a simple thing. Use can also apply easing, but in certain cases you won't require it. So here we have the last composition, and at the time exactly when this entire presentation ends, Just wait for a few seconds, 1 or 2 seconds after that, and just go to the end keyframe. And this timer, this range, it specifies the starting of the animation and the end of the animation. So when you export it, it will only render this particular section. So you can either export using render queue or the media encoder. The render queue allows you to export only in few formats, while media encoder is a dedicated software where you can define your own formats and specify various settings. So S264 would be MP4 of high quality render, and here it is. And just hit the play button once you are ready to export, and it will take a few time. So if you have a good GPU on your system, PC or a workstation, it will render quickly. If a bigger RAM is there, it will also render quickly. So after you are done with rendering, you can play the video again and again to check whether it has rendered properly or not, and you can upload it anywhere. This is the same process. You can repeat it for exporting it to another format such as QuickTime, uh, AVI, or different formats. You can also set the lossless, the frame rate, and anything you want to do. Here it is. The timer is about to end. It will take a short while depending on the composition, and once you have the final video, you can use it anywhere you want. Keep learning, keep moving ahead.